We are living on a beautiful yet fragile planet. The weather is becoming increasingly extreme. Floods are swallowing cities, and summers feel like they're burning everything in their path. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's the reality of climate change. But the most alarming part isn't just what's happening to nature. It's how these changes directly impact our lives, our health, our economy, and even the safety of our families. So, why is climate change such a significant threat? Let's explore this together in today's video. Climate change is fundamentally the long-term alteration of Earth's average weather patterns. It's not just about hotter summers or colder winters. It's a complete shift in what we consider normal weather. Think about it. Rising global temperatures are causing polar ice to melt, sea levels to rise, and extreme weather events like hurricanes and droughts to become more severe and unpredictable. It's as if the planet's balance is being disrupted. And while these changes might seem gradual, their impacts accumulate over time, affecting ecosystems, wildlife, and our daily lives in ways we may not immediately notice. The reality is that human activities play a major role in driving climate change. Every time we burn fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, for electricity, transportation, or industrial processes, we release massive amounts of CO2 into the atmosphere. On top of that, deforestation to expand farmland or build urban areas reduces nature's ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Industrial processes also emit methane and other potent greenhouse gases. These gases act like a blanket, trapping heat around the Earth and causing temperatures to rise. This is a chain reaction we've set in motion, and now we are witnessing its consequences through extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruptions to ecosystems. According to the latest Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change report, human activities have caused Earth's average surface temperature to rise by approximately 1.1 degrees Celsius compared to the pre-industrial period, 1850 to 1900. This warming trend has accelerated in recent decades, with every decade in the past 40 years being warmer than the one before, since 1850. The period from 2011 to 2020 alone saw an average increase of 1.09 degrees Celsius compared to pre-industrial levels. While this temperature rise might seem small, its impacts are profound, contributing to more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and severe disruptions to ecosystems worldwide. Climate change is having a profound impact on our environment. Take melting ice, for instance. It's not just about polar bears losing their habitat. It's also about rising sea levels threatening coastal cities like Miami, New York, and even entire island nations at risk of being submerged. Then there's desertification, fertile land turning into desert. This isn't just happening in far-off places. Look at parts of California or the Sahel region in Africa. These areas are experiencing severe droughts that jeopardize agriculture and water supplies. And let's not forget the alarming rate at which we're losing biodiversity. Coral reefs, which provide habitats for a quarter of all marine species, are dying due to rising ocean temperatures. These aren't isolated phenomena, they're interconnected, and all of them are happening because our planet is getting hotter. Climate change isn't just an environmental issue, it directly impacts our economy. First, agriculture is taking a heavy hit. Unpredictable weather, prolonged droughts, and flooding are causing crop failures, leading to food shortages and higher prices at supermarkets. Think about how rising temperatures have affected coffee production in Brazil or rice yields in Southeast Asia. It's not just local farmers who suffer, but the global market as well. Then there's the tourism industry. Iconic destinations like the Great Barrier Reef are being damaged by coral bleaching, reducing their appeal to visitors. And what about ski resorts? Many are struggling as snowfall becomes less reliable. These changes don't just affect tourists. They also harm local economies that depend on tourism revenue. When these industries face challenges, the economic ripple effects can spread across the globe. Climate change is also taking a serious toll on our health. Higher temperatures mean an increase in heat-related illnesses like heat stroke, especially among vulnerable groups such as the elderly and young children. Let's not forget about air pollution. Rising temperatures can worsen smog conditions and increase pollen levels, leading to issues like asthma and other respiratory diseases. And what about water? Warmer temperatures and extreme weather events can contaminate water supplies, causing diseases like cholera. Even more concerning is the spread of diseases we didn't previously have to worry about. Mosquito-borne illnesses like malaria and dengue fever are now reaching areas that were once too cold for mosquitoes to thrive. This creates a perfect storm of health risks that we simply cannot ignore. Climate change is driving an unprecedented wave of migration and conflict. Natural disasters, such as hurricanes, floods, and droughts, are forcing millions of people to leave their homes. Imagine coastal communities submerged by rising sea levels, or farmers abandoning their land after years of relentless drought. But it doesn't stop there. As resources like water and food become increasingly scarce, competition for these essentials intensifies. We've already seen tensions rise in regions like the Middle East and Africa, where water scarcity is becoming a critical issue. One of the most concerning aspects of climate change is its long-term and often irreversible effects. Take the melting ice in Greenland, for example. Once it's gone, it won't recover in just a few years. It could take centuries, or even millennia, if recovery is possible at all. And it's not just Greenland. Rising sea levels, dying coral reefs, and deforestation are creating changes that could last far beyond a human lifetime. These shifts disrupt ecosystems, alter weather patterns, and threaten entire species, including humans. The scariest part? Even if we were to stop all emissions today, some of these processes have already begun, and there's no easy way to reverse them. Tackling climate change requires action on multiple levels, starting with international efforts. Agreements like the Paris Climate Accord are crucial because they unite nations under a common goal of reducing CO2 emissions. Countries are setting targets, investing in renewable energy, and transitioning away from fossil fuels. But it's not just governments. Individuals play a vital role too. Simple actions like using renewable energy at home, reducing plastic consumption, or planting trees can have a significant impact when done collectively. Innovation also offers hope. Technological advancements, from solar and wind energy to cutting-edge techniques for removing CO2 from the atmosphere, are paving the way for a sustainable future. The key is collaboration on global, local, and personal levels to address this crisis and protect the planet for future generations. Reducing emissions, protecting the environment, and changing our consumption habits can make a real difference. We, as individuals, can all play a part in protecting this planet, not just for ourselves, but for future generations. Together, we can create positive change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.